So now we come on to the results, and to do the honors, I would like to call upon some faculty members. We've randomly picked up some names to do the honors. So Miss Kajal Mehta from CPI-MR Institute, Dr. Amrita Karawat from Indira University, Professor Indrajit Kole from Ramchandran Institute of Management, Pune, and Dr. Vinod Kumar Patode from AVCOE. Please come up on stage.
Good morning all, and I would like to thank first of all to NISM and SEBI for organizing this quiz and have all of us here. Now I would like to announce the first team, the rank, the name of the institute. At the first name, it's St. Francis Institute of Management and Research, Mumbai. For second, it's VM Patel Institute of Management, Mehsana. The third team is Universal AI University, it's Karjat. The next is Kaveri College of Arts, Science and Commerce from Pune. The fifth one is the Nirma University Institute of Management, Ahmedabad. And the sixth team is Ramchandran International Institute of Management, RIIM Pune. Thank you all.
In continuation, the seventh team is Rodrigues Institute of Management Studies, Mumbai. Eighth is Amrut Modi School of Management, Ahmedabad. Ninth is Balaji Institute of Modern Management, Pune. 10th, Gujarat University Department of Computer Sciences, Ahmedabad. 11th, it's Sir Padampat Singhania University, Udaipur. 12th, it is GTU School of Management Studies, Ahmedabad. Thank you.
With continuation of this, the number 13, Marwadi University, Rajkot. Next on 14th, National Insurance Academy, Pune. On 15th, MIT Institute of Management, Mumbai. Next on 16th, MIT Institute of Postgraduate Diploma in Management, Mumbai. 17th, Ahmedabad University, Ahmedabad. And 18, Ellen Wellinger Institute of Management Development and Research, Mumbai. Congratulations of all. Thank you.
Good morning one and all. With continuous with this, 19th rank is Alta Skill Technical University, Mumbai. Then 20th, Tolani Motware Institute of Management Study. 21st, International School of Informatics and Management Technical Campus, Jaipur. 22nd, Indira Institute of Management, Pune. 23rd, Balaji Institute of Technology and Management, Pune. And 24th, Indukaka Ipkowala Institute of Management, Anand. Thank you.
I would just tell you now, there will be 2 rounds that we'll be playing before lunch and 2 after. So the first team who are stacked up together are 6 teams together. So I'll just read your names. I request you to please be seated on the right hand side of the auditorium. It's easier for us to coordinate. So St. Francis Institute of Management and Research, Prince Kasim Hauladar and Trupati Kanyal. Second is Nirma University, Yashish Jain and Gaurav Mittal. Just come on to the right hand side and please be seated. The Nirma students who are helping us, can just coordinate this. Third is Balaji Institute of Modern Management, Saurabh Kachora and Rahul Roth. Then Marwadi University, Rajkot, Jash and Priyanshu. Ahmedabad University, we have Heli and Smith. And International School of Informatics and Management Technical Campus, we have Harsh Banga and Sanya Gupta. So these 6 teams will be playing together. The second team that will be playing is VM Patel Institute of Management. We have Ritik Parsamal and Bhagchandani Yash Mahesh Kumar. Ramchandran Institute of Management, Mansi and Bhuvan. Gujarat University Department of Computer Science, Ahmedabad, Kundan and Priyank Singh. National Insurance Academy, Pune, we have Pranjal Bajaj and Yuvraj Singh Panwar. Prince Ellen Wellinger Institute of Management Development and Research, Mumbai, Vrushabh Bose and Gaurav Kale. And Indira Institute of Management, we have Jatin and Utkarsh. Right? Now the third team, which is going to be after lunch, immediately after lunch, we'll begin at 2 o'clock. So you'll be going out for lunch at around, you can say about 12:15 and return here by 12:45. So the third team is University AI, Karzat, Krishna and Darpan Bhavesh Shah. We have Father Roderick's Institute of Management Studies, Sagar and Gitika Sharma. Sir Padmavat in Singhania University, Udaipur, Mohammad Mastana and Murtaza Prithviraj. MET Institute of Management, Ritika and Areen. Atlas Skill University, we have Harsh and Malav. Balaji Institute of Technology and Management, we have Priyanshu and Shivyanjali. And the last team is going to be Kaveri College of Arts, Science and Commerce. We have Mihir Ajay and Rishikesh Sagar. Amrut Modi School of Management, we have Ritik and Rahul. GTU, we have Anjali and Mohammad Sahil. MET Institute, we have Rajat and Nidhi. Tofani Motwani Institute of Management Studies, we have Dhruv Patel and Dipali. And Indu Kaka Ipkowala Institute, we have Vrund and Sanskar. So I've read out the names. Anyway, this list will be there on the bulletin board outside. So you can please check your names there. And now I would hand over the show to our quiz master, Mr. Meksham Shirodkar, who's going to drive the event for around the entire day till 4:30, 5 o'clock. So please maybe have you here. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Came to Ahmedabad? Perfect. So good morning and welcome one and all. We are here, of course, for the Western Regional Round in the postgraduate cohort of the National Financial Literacy Quiz 2025, which is India's premier nationwide quiz contest designed for both undergraduate and postgraduate students to showcase their knowledge of financial literacy and the securities markets. This quiz, of course, is brought to you by the National Institute of Securities Markets, headed by Krishnan sir, who we heard a little while back. And NISM itself is a capacity building initiative of India's apex regulator of the markets, SEBI. This year, the journey that we call NFLQ 2025 is taking place across 3 stages. We started with an online qualifier round. This is being followed by 6 regional rounds all across the country, and it will all culminate in one grand national finale at that spectacular NISM campus near Navi Mumbai. In case you haven't seen the campus yet, whether it is in person or on the screen, we will show you a few glimpses as the quiz goes along throughout the day. But trust me, it is spectacular in every sense of the term. Yesterday, we had this same contest for the undergraduate cohort, and some of the institutes who are here today, they've had their juniors already qualify into the national finals. This year, since we've gone all across the country, we've already selected 10 teams each from the UG and PG cohorts across 5 cities and the UG cohort in Ahmedabad, of course. First, we started with the City of Joy in Kolkata. Then we hopped down south to India's Silicon Valley in Bengaluru. And then we sort of crisscrossed the country, going to Gurugram, Indore, and finishing up with Guwahati last month. We kept the best for the last. India's western part has always been famous for having the financial capital in Mumbai and the real financial acumen which lies here in Gujarat. So we thought, why not finish with a bang, and came here for the last and the final icing on the cake. Thank you. I'm told that in excess of 50 teams took part here today, and the same happened yesterday as well. And like both Shashi Krishnan sir and sir, you yourself rightfully said, when you have a lot of people out in the market who are trying to unscrupulously each one cheat one, then it is more important that we spear lead a presence which says, like you said, sir, each one teach one. And I think with you throughout the day today, and when we go on to the future as well, if we achieve that, then no matter who wins notionally here in the quiz today, all of you, and indeed all of us in this auditorium, will be winners. On that note, let me call up on stage the first 6 winners of today. And by winners, I mean the qualifiers who've made it into the 4 semi-finals. As you all know, from all the 50 teams who were here for the proctored round, we have taken the top 24 ranks, and it would have been the easiest thing in the world to kind of divide them according to the first 6, then the next 6, and so on. But as you all know, that would have made for a very lopsided sense of competition, because then you are clubbing people who are the first 6 and making them fight it out. So what we've done is something different. We've scattered all the ranks throughout the 4 semifinals as equally as we could. So the first 6 teams that you will see up on stage are the ranks who qualified with 1, 5, 9, 13, 17, and 21 in the proctored round. And as the semifinals go on, you will see in the second semifinal, the teams ranked 2nd, 6th, 10th, 14th, 18th, and 22nd, and so on and so forth. We are going to have 2 semifinals in the pre-lunch session, then hopefully send you for lunch at around 12:45, 1, and come back, hopefully not sleepy, and do the 2 semifinals after. A quick word of advice for all of you who are here. Yesterday we had a full auditorium till almost 5 p.m. and we aim to finish a little earlier than that today, because most of you will have trains. The outstation teams will have trains and buses and planes to catch to go back home. I would urge all of you who win in the semifinals and who are very near the top 2 teams to kind of stay put till the very end, because we will announce the top 10 teams who will represent the West in the postgraduate cohort at the end of the 4th semifinal. And the rule that we are following is pretty simple. If you are not here when your name is called out as one of the top 10 teams, then we will go on to the 11th or maybe the 12th team, as the case may be. So not only is there a lot of fun to be had here, but there are those top 10 spots at stake. So do hang around, have a lot of fun. We have audience prizes for you as well. But for now, let's move quickly into the first semi-final. I'm going to call up the 6 teams on stage. You know their college names already. I will call out the students who are representing those teams. And as always, throughout the day, this is one request to all of you. Whether it is your college or not, please welcome all teams with the warmest of applauses, right? So let me call up the first 6 teams on stage. To kick off today's proceedings in the first semi-final, at Team A, representing St. Francis Institute of Management and Research, Mumbai, Prince Qasim Hauladar and Trupti Kanyal. Can you please come up? They will be Team A. Team B, representing the home team, Nirma. International School of Informatics and Management Technical Campus, Jaipur, Harsh Pagaria and Sanya Gupta at Team F. Give all of them a round of applause. All right. My name is Meghasham Shirodkar, as Rasmeet was kind enough to introduce you. I shall be your quiz master for today. And for those of you who will come on to the grand finale in November, I will hopefully meet you there as well. For now, these are the first 6 teams in the first semi-final, and we will take them through 5 rounds of quizzing. For now, we will let our official photographer capture the memory for all of these teams, and do follow us on social media, the NISM pages, for a glimpse of these photos. While the photos are being taken, I will keep reminding you throughout the day, this quiz is just one of the many initiatives that NISM and SEBI do in order to spread financial literacy and awareness, and indeed that each one teach one principle that Shashi sir talked about. So there is a very brilliant competition called an Ideathon that is going on for both UG and PG students. We will keep showing you a few videos of how to enroll for that, but just let me give it to you in short. You can have a team of both either UG or PG students. You can also have a faculty member as your mentor, and there are brilliant cash prizes in store, both for the team that wins as well as I think a 1 lakh rupee prize for the teacher who is the mentor as well. So if that doesn't urge you to take part, I don't know what will. So do check out the NISM Ideathon as well. But for now, let's take these 6 teams through the roadmap for today. Let me tell you, each of the 4 semi-finals has an identical format. So as the day goes by, I will take lesser and lesser time on this slide because you will have seen it already. But for now, we will rest on it a little bit. Let's show you the rules. We will take these teams through 5 rounds of questions, 42 questions spread across 5 rounds. Each of the rounds has a slightly different format, maybe a slightly different scoring pattern, and I will explain the rules for each round before that round begins. We will give you a score update cumulatively at the end of each round, and at the very end, with just 3 questions to go in the final round, I will give you a quick look at the scores as well. Like I always tell all my quizzer friends, if you are fans of that great Indian captain cool Mahendra Singh Dhoni, if the last 3 balls of the match are when you want to make your move, then that score update is for you, right? The last 3 questions to go, if you want to go wild, that's when you can do it. For the audience, there are just a couple of request pointers. We will have a lot of audience questions throughout the quiz. You can see this really cool NISM coffee mug here. So that mug is one of the prizes that you will get for answering an audience question. And I'm told that there are a lot of chocolates to go around as well. So depending on the level of the question, we will either give out a mug or a chocolate. What is the only rule? The rule is that you don't shout out the answer. Put up a hand. I will get a mic to you whenever the time comes, and you tell me your name, your college name, as well as hopefully the right answer. And this is open not just for the students, but we will occasionally come to the teachers for the answers as well. So we would like to have these mugs on the tables of the faculty also, right? So if the teams are all ready, wish you all the very best. Wish the chaperones and teachers of these 6 teams all the very best. Let's show you the rules for round 1. Round 1 is how we ease you into the quiz, a little bit of a warm-up if you want to call it that. All about multiple choice questions. There are 12 questions in this round. Each team will get 2 of them, 1 in the first cycle and 2 and the second in the second cycle. The only thing about this round is that 1, the questions do not pass, and the team to which I ask the question gets 20 seconds max of thinking time. You can of course answer faster than 20 seconds, but if you're nearing that 20-second limit, I will push you and I will tell you that maybe there are 5 seconds left or 3 seconds left. A quick request from somebody who is almost twice or maybe more your age, don't just give out the alphabet, A, B, C or D, tell me the entire answer so I don't miss out on a correct answer, right? We will begin with team 1 or team A and go clockwise, and of course we will do it once with 6 questions and then next with the next 6. Team A, your question number 1 is this. Which settlement amongst the 4 that you will see on screen avoids physical delivery of the underlying asset? And these are your options. Is it a deferred net settlement? Is it a continuous net settlement? Is it a cash settlement or is it a final settlement? Team A. Avoids physical delivery. So physical delivery of the underlying asset is not there. Team A. Go for it, Team A.
Okay, we are going for option B, continuous net settlement.
You could have moved one further and been right. It's actually the cash settlement that settles differences in cash instead of actual delivery. By its very name, it means that the underlying asset is not delivered. Cash is how we settle it. No points, but no negatives, so you will get a chance in the next cycle. Team B, your question. If you look for stock derivatives which are open on expiry since October 2019, what is SEBI's mandated settlement for such stock derivatives? And let's take a look at the options. Just please ignore the first part. Is it the contributions made? Is it the relationship between plan assets and present value of liabilities? Is it, this is the question, mind you, ignore the first one. And is it yearly pension payouts or is it the compliance status? What does the funded status of a pension plan indicate? Team B. I think that was, the first slide was a little bit of a typo. This is your question. We will stay here. Team B.
Option A, continuous contribution made.
Let's take a look if I can give you points. It's actually the relationship between plan assets and the present value of liabilities, because when you look at a funded status, it is a difference between a pension plan's assets and the present value of its projected liabilities. The financial health is what we look at. 2 teams scratching out in a row. Let's see if Balaji Institute can break that jinx. Question number 3. What are the most common derivatives transactions called, named after a spice? These are the kind of questions which I like because I am not as knowledgeable as all of you, so I can work out these answers sometimes. Is it saffron? Is it black pepper? Is it cinnamon? Or is it plain vanilla? Team C. The most common derivative transactions. That should be your clue. Audience, don't murmur. Nirma University has been a very bad host because their acoustics are so good. So they're bad in that way. So I can hear everything that you're saying, right? Just kidding. So Team C, go for it. 5 seconds more.
We would go with answer D, plain vanilla.
Because even in normal English, when something is the plainest and most common, you call it plain vanilla. 10 points. The first 10 points of the day. It is called plain vanilla because even in normal usage, not in the stock markets or the derivatives, when something is the most common, simplest, we call it plain vanilla. 10 points to Team C. Team D, here's your question. Which of these derivatives involves exchanging periodic cash flows? And these are your options. Is it swaps? Is it forwards? Is it futures? Or is it options? 20 seconds. Exchanging periodic cash flows. Team D, last 3 seconds.
Sir, answer C, futures.
Answer C, futures. What is the more common word that we use for exchanging? You swap, right? Let's swap teams or let's swap cycles or bikes or whatever. Swaps is what I was looking for. It involves exchanging net cash flows on scheduled settlement dates. No points. We will move to Team E and see if they can score 10. Which of these, Team E, is a key characteristic of FRAs, forward rate agreements? Is it that they are exchange traded marked daily? Is it physical delivery that is a key characteristic? Is it that they are bilateral OTC and cash settled? Or is it that they are long-term equity hedges? Team E.
Option C, bilateral OTC cash settle.
Let's see if I can give you points. I cannot deny you points on that. 10 points to Team E. Team E gets 10. FRAs or forward rate agreements are bilateral OTC, usually settled in cash for borrowing or lending at a fixed future rate. Team E picks up 10. And the last question of the first 6 questions to Team F. Here's your question. What is the minimum number of days for staggered delivery when you look at physical settlement commodities? And these are your options. Is it 1? Is it 3? Is it 5? Or is it 7 days? Team F. Minimum number of days.
So option B, 3 days.
Let's take a look. It is 3 days. Give them a round of applause. Very, very nice. 3 days is what we were looking for. 10 points to Team F. Team A gets the next question, number 7. What happens to futures contract? What happens to futures contract basis at maturity or expiry, depending on what you call it? These are your options. Does it increase the delivery cost? I mean, is it that it remains constant at inception? Does it become 0 at expiry? Or it could be either negative or positive? Team A. Last 5 seconds.
We'll go with C, become 0 at expiry.
Let's take a look. Of course it does. 10 points to Team A. They opened their account. If you remember, they had missed out in the first cycle. 10 points to Team A. Team B, you had missed out as well. Let's see you score on this. Question number 8. Which stock index methodology assigns identical weights to all constituents, necessitating periodic portfolio rebalancing to maintain equal allocations? And these are your options. Is it a price weighted index? Is it a market cap weighted index? Is it equal weighted index? Or is it fundamental weighted? Team B. Identical weights to all constituents. Team B.
Option C, equal weighted index.
Let's take a look. Of course it is. 10 points to team B. Usually teams score in the first cycle and struggle in the second. This West is always a little bit of a googly, so this is what they are doing. 10 points to team B. Team C, Balaji Institute, your question. Question number 9. What is the primary function of what we call a clearing member? And these are your options. Do they act as a broker for investors? Do they clear and settle securities transactions for both themselves and others? Is it that they manage investment portfolios, or do they provide real-time quote access? Team C.
So we will go with B, clear and settle securities transactions for self and others.
Let's take a look. 10 points. Very, very nice. Team C, I think the first team to score the full 20 on the multiple choice. Team D, your question. These are the last 3 questions of the MCQs. What are deferred futures, Team D? Are they the most distant months of futures? Are they futures with delayed delivery? Are they futures which have got a postponed settlement? Or are they cash settled futures only? Team D.
Sir, option C, futures with postponed settlement.
Let's take a look. They are actually the most distant months of futures. They are futures contracts with expiration or delivery dates that are the farthest in the future than the front month contract. They are used to extend exposure beyond what we call near-term contracts. No points on this. Team E, you get the 11th question, which is this. What is STP in trade processing? What we call straight-through processing. And these are your options. Is it that there is a manual intervention at all times? Is it a system for confirming trade details? Is it trade processing post-execution to settlement with no manual steps? Or is it calculating the net obligations between parties? Team E. Audience, we will begin with the audience questions from the second round onwards because the multiple choices are very low-hanging fruit, right?
Option C, trade processing post execution to settlement.
So there is no manual intervention, it just goes straight through. Very, very nice. 10 points to Team E. And the last question of the multiple choice round to Team F. Which of the following 4 is a non-financial risk? Is it equity price change? Is it interest rate change? Is it currency rate change? Or is it changes in tax rates or tax laws? Team F. Again, one of those questions which you can logically work out if you don't know. Team F.
Option D, changes in tax rates or laws.
Let's take a look. That is worth 10 points. 10 points to Team F. That brings us to the end of the first round and our first look at the scores. Let's show you the scores. Lovely. The best part is that only one team is yet to open their account and we have 2 teams on 10, which is A and B, and we have got a whopping 3 teams on 20, C, E and F. Let's give them a round of applause for their efforts. And we will move on to round number 2, which is all about visuals. There will be 6 questions and this is where the passing begins, as well as sometimes it passes to the audience as well. Here's how we will play this round. We will begin with Team A and move clockwise for passing. Each correct answer is worth 15 points. The first team gets 30 seconds of thinking time, but if the question passes, there's no time to think. You just pick up the mic and give me an answer. Irrespective of whether it's a direct or a pass question, a correct answer is worth the full 15 points. And we will follow a method of passing called infinite bounds. For those of you who are regular quizzers, you know what it means. For those of you who are not, it's a very simple method in which whichever team gets points, the next question goes to the next team. Why do we do this? So that no matter how strong or weak a team is, no team will get 2 questions one after the other, even if they have answered the previous one. They'll have to wait for the entire circle to pass. Everyone else will get a chance and then the next question will come back to them. What happens in the rare eventuality that the teams, all 6 teams, fail to answer a question? Then we go to the audience. You put up a hand. One of my friends with a microphone will come to you. You tell me your name, the college that you represent, and hopefully the right answer. Depending on how difficult or easy it is, we'll either give you one of these fine mugs or a chocolate to sweeten your day, right? So team A, we will begin with you. Please don't discuss or shout out the answers while the teams are thinking, because if I can hear you, they can hear you as well. Team A, your question is this. This 500 kroner banknote features the Nobel Prize winning physicist Niels Bohr, who is known for the Bohr's model of the atom and foundational contributions to quantum theory. Which Scandinavian country issued this note? And I have blanked out the name of that country on the left side of that banknote with that white rectangle. Team A, go for it.
Sir, I have read it. I might not pronounce the country name properly. It would Norway, Norwegian.
Norway or Norwegian. That's a nice guess. Norway is also one of the Scandinavian strongholds, but passes to team B. Pass question, need to rush you.
Finland.
Finland. The good part is everybody's geography is on point. Nobody strayed out of Scandinavia. All right. Passes to C. Pass question, quickly, please.
Pass.
Passes to D.
United Kingdom.
Not the UK. Now you missed your geography a little bit. E.
Sweden.
Not Sweden. Passes to F.
Pass.
Passes. Passes to the audience. Let's go to the gentleman in the black blazer there. Yes. Keep your hand up, please. You are right, by the way. That's the second guess. You should have gone with that earlier. Your name, college name, and the answer.
Yeah, my name is Jatin Kevlani. College name is Indra Institute of Management, Pune. The answer could be Iceland.
Not Iceland either. Let's give the mic to the girl in front of you. Yes.
I am Vishwa Soni from Nirma University.
Okay.
The answer would be Denmark.
The answer would be Denmark, which was their second guess. I could hear them muttering behind. Please give her a chocolate to start off the day. This is Denmark, and there's a very funny story which I always like to tell people about how guys think. Niels Bohr was the first Scandinavian, the first guy from Denmark to win a Nobel Prize in the sciences. As some of you would know, wrong state to be sharing this information in, but the beer company Carlsberg is Danish. So when Niels Bohr won the Nobel Prize, as a matter of national pride, Carlsberg gave him a direct beer pipeline to his house on tap. Everybody's dream, right? And the joke which I always tell my friends is, this is the reason why after this, Niels Bohr never won anything ever again. Because I think he achieved what he set out to achieve. The Nobel Prize was secondary. Just kidding. Nobody gets points, but you get the first chocolate of the day. Denmark was the answer I was looking for. Denmark, one of the countries which uses the kroner as the currency. Nobody got points, so the good part is team A that you get another crack at a question. Question number 2. All of these are advertisements for which type of insurance? Think a little carefully. Team A.
It's medical or health insurance.
Medical or health insurance. Passes to B.
Life insurance.
Not life insurance either. Team C.
Term insurance.
Not term insurance, which is another kind of life insurance. Passes to D.
General insurance.
Not general insurance. I'm looking for a specific type of insurance. There are only two kinds, mota, right? Life and general. I'm looking for a specific kind. E. Passes to F.
Accidental insurance.
Not accidental insurance. Let's go to the lady in green there. We'll get a mic to you. That's why I said think a little carefully. Look at what all of these signify.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Meenal Sahu, representing Sri Balaji University. And answer is non-life insurance.
Not non, which is general insurance. I could have given it to you. One last chance before we go on. Please give the mic to the gentleman behind you. There is a boy in a blue shirt there.
Good morning, sir. My name is Samir Rangdali from GS College of Commerce and Economics, Nagpur. And the answer would be comprehensive insurance.
No, I'll show you the answer now. We'll come to the audience later. This is travel insurance. When you travel, you pick up souvenirs like these, right? You pick up a snow globe, you pick up a ship in a bottle. So what they're saying is that when you travel, instead of souvenirs, you could meet with accidents or mishaps. So travel insurance, which covers your medical expenses, is required. Travel is what I was looking for. Team B, since nobody got it 2 times in a row, now we hop across to you, your question. This book by the renowned author Richard Thaler, who co-authored the book called Nudge, explores how human biases and decisions shape markets and everyday life. It reveals how our understanding of money, business, and policy are being shaped. Blanked out in black, the making of blank economics. What field of economics does it aim to study? And the title of the book is the biggest clue that you can get as to what type of economics it could be. The title of the book is Misbehaving, Team B. Both of these are brilliant books, by the way. If you haven't read, start with Nudge. It's the nicest introduction to Thaler's work. Nudge and Misbehaving are both brilliant books, even if you're not interested in economics or anything. Just as reading matter, they are very nice. Team B. Yes, go for it. Take a guess.
Behavior economics.
Behavioral economics is correct. 15 points to Team B. Misbehaving, so behavioral economics, and that's the full cover without the blank. And as you can see, it shows how our biases, by means of that flock of birds, there is one bird missing in the flock, right? So misbehaving. 15 points to Team B. Team C, your question. This commemorative Indian postage stamp, issued in 1971, celebrates 100 years from 1870 to 1970 of which sector or financial service in India? Team C, into the mic.
It serves insurance sector, that is LIC.
Which is what kind of insurance?
Life insurance.
Life insurance will fetch you 15. I could not give them points for LIC because LIC was not there in 1870, but life insurance has been around. Matter of interest for a personal thing to share with you, my grandfather, whose name I was given, was the first person in the entire state of Goa to take life insurance, and unfortunately he passed away within 2 years of that, which is why I think my family could kind of move on. The importance of life insurance from a very personal angle. 15 points to you, very, very nice. 15 points to Team C. The next question, question number 5, I think question number 5 for Team D. I have blanked out the name of something from the white part as well as with the black rectangle. Sponsored by the State Bank of India, this regional rural bank operates in central India. It focuses on financial inclusion and priority sector lending. Formed by amalgamating 3 smaller regional rural banks, which regional rural bank is this? Headquartered somewhere in a state capital in central India. Team D. The RGB stands for Rajya Gramin Bank. So logically, your answer should be the name of an Indian state. Team D. They have 30 seconds. If it passes, I need an answer immediately. Team D.
Sir, answer is Bihar.
Bihar in central India passes to E. Quickly, please, pass question. Madhya Pradesh. No. Please speak into the mic from next time. Team F.
Pass.
Passes. Okay, pass. Passes to A. Quickly, please, take a guess.
We are thinking of Chhattisgarh.
You're thinking right if you're thinking of Chhattisgarh. This is the Chhattisgarh Rajya Gramin Bank. Very, very nice. I was surprised when you didn't take a guess. Since Madhya Pradesh was out of the way, there's only so many states in the center of India. Chhattisgarh is correct, named after the 36 traditional strongholds or forts in the area of past. 15 points to Team A. Last question of this round to Team B. With operations in Amsterdam, Brussels, Dublin, Lisbon, Milan, Oslo and Paris, so all of these cities, think of where they are. This pan-European exchange has a logo that features stacked rectangles representing integration and growth. Which major European exchange, stock exchange, is this? Team B. This is a question for B. We'll give them another 15 seconds.
London Stock Exchange.
Not the LSE, passes to C. Like I said, the cities are a big clue. Team C, pass question, can't give you much time. 3, 2, passes to D.
Euronext.
Beautiful answer. Give them a round of applause. This is Euronext and very, very pan-European kind of operations. So 15 points to Team D for Delta. Team E, you would have gotten the next, but we've run out of questions for this round. So let's take a look at the scores. And do you have the scores ready? Perfect. So we will ask an audience question while we are at it. You have the scores, then flash them. Sorry audience, my scorer doesn't like you, so no audience questions. We'll come to them later. Long day, right? These are the scores. 15 points to Marwadi University Rajkot at D. 20 points apiece to the teams next to them, which is teams E, Ahmedabad University, Ahmedabad, and ISIMT Campus, Jaipur. Then we have two teams on 25, which is A and B, but early leaders on the back of that beautiful answer, Balaji Institute, Pune with 35. Round of applause for them. We will move quickly into the first of the buzzer rounds, which is where all the fun begins, at least for us, not for the teams maybe. Let's take a look at the rules. Round 3 is all about jumbled words. You will see a clue at the top and you will see a string of jumbled letters in the middle. It could either be one word or two words. If it is two words, then they'll be divided into two parts. The first word will be jumbled separately. The second word will be jumbled separately. So we have not mixed up the letters. You don't have to wait for me to read out the question. The moment you see the question on screen, you can buzz. Until somebody buzzes, I will keep on reading out the question. The moment I hear a buzz, wait for me to identify which team is fastest. In that case, I will say team C or team E, in which case you pick up the mic and you answer immediately. You can't start thinking then. If you get it right, you get plus 15. If you get it wrong, you get a minus 15 and I move on to the next team who is fastest, which I see on my set. If that team answers it correctly, they get a plus 10. If they also answer it incorrectly, they get a minus 10. Hasn't happened in any of the cities so far because this is one of the rounds where somebody always cracks it. But in that rare eventuality, I will come to the audience maybe and we will shout out the answer, right? But until the round goes on, please keep silent. Before we begin, we will test your buzzers, beginning with team A. B, team C, D, team E, and team F. Lovely. Buzzers are working. These buzzers are calibrated to within 1,000th of 1 second. So within that range, we can have all 6 teams buzzing simultaneously. It will still tell me which team was fractionally faster, right? Wait for me to call out. Fingers on your buzzers. Typically, this is the fastest round of the quiz. It gets over. The entire round gets over in 2 to 3 minutes. Wish you all the very best. Remember, you have to buzz and then only will you answer once I tell you which team is fastest. Fingers on your buzzers. Question number 1. Profit from the sale of assets is called? First on the buzzer is B, into the mic.
Capital gains.
Plus 15. Capital gains is correct. The first 15 points of the jumbled round. And there was no team other than them which hit the buzzer. So that's very creditable to you guys. Plus 15 to team B for bravo. I have reset the buzzers. Let's go on to question number 2. Coming up now. Investment distribution strategy is called what, team F? Into the mic.
Asset allocation.
Plus 15 to team F. Asset allocation is correct. F for Foxtrot gets 15. Let's move on. Question number 3. Coming up now. Taking care of potential financial loss, team A.
Risk management.
Plus 15 to team A. Very, very nice. Team A, in case you are wondering what the lady was looking at when she bent down, those screens show them which rank they are in the order of buzzing. So look at that smile, right? That's what we quiz for. Very, very nice. The first 3 questions have seen 3 different teams crack it differently, 15 each. So let's move on to the 4th question. Question number 4. The total company value, team B. Quickly, please.
Capitalization.
Plus 15. Capitalization is correct. Plus 15 to team B for Bombay. Capitalization will fetch you 15. Best part is 4 buzzes, no negatives, 60 points gone already. Fingers on your buzzers, let me reset them. Question number 5. Money owed by customers is called what? In a sheet, team A into the mic.
Accounts receivable.
Accounts receivable is 15. Plus 15 to team A. Accounts receivable is correct. That's the money owed to you by your customers. Plus 15 to them. They're the only team so far to crack 2 of the jumbled rounds. The others have been spread out. The last question of the jumbled words round. Coming up, question number 6. Non-payment of debt is called what? There is a buzz from 1 into the mic. Quickly, please.
Credit default.
Plus 15. Very, very nice. This is credit default. And they have cracked 3, which is 45 points in 1 round alone. Very, very nice. End of round 3. And no matter what my scorer says, we will have an audience question. Right. So this is one of my favorite questions because it combines the 2 things which drive most of Indian psychology, which is money and entertainment. Right. So you all know who Vijay Shekhar Sharma is. Right. Vijay Shekhar Sharma, 197 Paytm. So when Vijay Shekhar Sharma's Paytm got an investment from Alibaba, the company, the Chinese company, he was at a press conference following the promise of investment by Alibaba and its founder, which is important in the context of the question. So some reporters asked Vijay Shekhar Sharma in that conference that, are you not worried that Paytm is burning through money at a very fast rate? Your cash burn rate is too much, to which you, because of which you might run out of money. Because Vijay Shekhar Sharma had just been promised a big chunk of investment by Alibaba and its founder, he replied with one of the most iconic film dialogues from Bollywood. Not from recent times, but from Amitabh Bachchan's, one of Amitabh Bachchan's classic films. What answer did Vijay Shekhar Sharma give? A film dialogue which basically told the reporters that I'm not worried about cash because I have got funds from the founder of Alibaba. Okay, let's go to the gentleman at the left. I want the dialogue, okay? Hopefully in Mr. Bachchan's voice. Your name? Not in Mr. Bachchan's voice. College name and the answer.
I am Rahul Preman. I'm from Ahmedabad University. So the dialogue is Mere paas maa hai, because Jack Ma is...
Beautiful! Give it a NISM mark. Lovely answering. He said, Mere paas maa hai. I'm not worried because mere paas maa hai. The ma in this case being Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba. Very nice answer. Let's take a look at the scores. Beautiful. Very, very nice. 15 points to Marwadi University, Rajkot. 20 points to Ahmedabad University, Ahmedabad. 2 35s. ISMT campus, Jaipur on 35. Balaji Institute, Pune, who were leading before this round, also on 35. We have Nirma University, Ahmedabad, the home team at 55, second place. Give them a round of applause. But on the back of a cracker of a 45-point round, we have a new leader. St. Francis IMR Mumbai with 70. Promises to be a cracker of a finale. 2 more rounds to go. Let's take a look at round number 4. Round number 4 is all about slogans, taglines and quotations. Since we started with team A for the first passing round, we will now start with team F for this round and we will move anti-clockwise. So we are going reverse. This round has got the same amount of time for the direct team, which is 30 seconds. But if you give me the correct answer, we have 20 points if you get it right, no negatives if you get it wrong, and nothing on the buzzer. So if it passes, I need an answer immediately, but the first team gets 30 seconds of thinking time. Provided nobody blocks me, none of the teams block me, I could give out a clue or two if I feel that the question is a little too obscure for some of the teams, right? But any one of you has the right to say that we block a clue, whether you get the answer later or not. No penalty for that, right? Audience, as always, you've been brilliant. And if we start off with a Mere paas maa hai audience answer, the day can only go better from here, right? Wish you all the very best. Team F, we will begin with you. The first of your questions is this. This is a quotation from a very, very, very famous person in the field of economics from India. What did this person say? Monetary policy is like juggling 6 balls. It is not interest rate up, interest rate down. There is the exchange rate, there are long-term yields, there are short-term yields, there is credit growth, etc., etc. So 6 balls being juggled at the same time. Which very, very famous person, very famous Indian said this? Team F. If all the teams agree, I'll give a clue. Agree to a clue? All right. Nobody's blocking, right? So, Shobha De, the celebrated writer and columnist, once referred to this person as being uncharacteristically sexy in the field of banking. Team F. Think. And this is a name which all of us know. Team F.
Pass.
Pass. Surprising. Team E. Pass question, I have to rush you. Passes to D.
Raghuram Rajan.
Plus 20. Very, very nice. This is Dr. Raghuram Rajan. And Shobha De once said that in a field as dry and dusty as banking, this is the first sexy person that I have seen. There was a huge controversy, of course. In India, anything is a game for controversy. But if this was America or the West, they would have been really happy that somebody who's a central banker, their chief central banker, was called uncharacteristically handsome and good looking, but that's just how we function sometimes. 20 points to team D. The next question, question number 2 to team C. Global belonging, ready for you, is the tagline of a very, very famous company or brand which is in the field of credit cards. Which amongst the top 3 or 5 credit card providers in the world has a tagline which says, global belonging, ready for you? Any of the teams blocking a clue? All right. The clue is that this credit card company, which is actually a nice fact to share with you, the first company to come up with the concept of credit cards, it started, and this is a clue, right? So listen carefully. Why did the company start? It started because the founder was eating in the evening. All right, somebody's blocking. Team C. I love this team already. Team C. Which very, very famous brand in the field of credit cards? Team C.
Sir, Amex.
Not Amex, that's a nice guess. Passes to B.
American Express.
Which is Amex, right? Just expansion. Team A.
Diners Club.
Diners Club is correct. Very, very nice. This is their co-brand with HDFC Bank. Global belonging, ready for you. The founder of this credit card brand was eating dinner at a restaurant, and he was a rich guy, right? So no shortage of money. But embarrassingly, when the time came to pay, he had forgotten his wallet, or there was not enough money in his wallet. And so there was a little bit of embarrassment. He came home determined that no one should ever have to go through this ever again, because they were not carrying cash, which is why the card that he started was called Diner's card, right? Because that's the first thing that it was used for. 20 points to team A. Team F, the best part is that it passed all through, so you get the next question. Question number 3. This is a quotation by an Indian who is very famous amongst your generation. What did this Indian say? Put yourself first, always. Liquidate your stock at every secondary sale opportunity. This is an Indian who is famous for having started at least 2 very, very famous brands in the payments and fintech space. Also very famous because of his appearance for a couple of times or a couple of seasons on a very, very famous TV show. And team A is blocking clues. So that's all I will say, team F. Who said this? And if you look at that quote, the attitude which is coming through from that quote should ideally tell you who this person is. Team F.
Nikhil Kamath.
Not Nikhil Kamath from Zerodha. Team E. Pass question, please give me an answer. Passes to D.
Kunal Shah.
Not Kunal Shah from Cred. C.
Ashneer Grover.
Ashneer Grover is correct. This is Ashneer Grover, no doglapan there. 20 points to team C. Team C gets 20. Ashneer Grover is correct. That's what he's famous for, right? Brash and Shark Tank is what he was. By the way, audience, if you want a good audience prize, remind me to ask you a question on Ashneer Grover and Shark Tank as the next audience question, right? 20 points to team C, good answer. Nirma University, your question. Who said this? We aim to understand the dynamics, and by who I mean a brand's tagline, okay? We aim to understand the dynamics of the economy and use this knowledge to help our clients take informed decisions. This is the tagline of a body or an entity whose acronym is CMIE. What does CMIE stand for? Team B. C for Charlie, M for Mike, I for India, E for Echo. Team B. Last 10 seconds, Team B. When you give out an acronym, this is typically where the teams start to get inventive, right? You start to hear nice made up things. Team B.
Corporate Management Information Entity.
Nice, but no. Team A.
I don't know of I, but it is Central Monetary.
Central Monetary, okay, go on.
E is Economics.
E is Economics, okay. So what would the I be most logically?
Industry.
Industry. Passes to F. I'll put you out of your agony. It is none of those 4 words, okay? Don't feel bad. It's not central, it's not monetary, it's not industrial, and it's not economics. Team F.
Pass.
Passes to E. I saw your hand, I'll come to you if the question passes, right? Team D. Passes to C, who's writing something very busily. Essay type answer. No? Take a guess.
Centrally managed investment economics.
No, passes. I said it's an entity, right? This is passes to B. It was your question. All right. Who had the hand up first? Let's take a mic to you.
Myself, Indrajit, Center for Monitoring Indian Economy.
Please
CMIE.
give him a mug. CMIE, Center for Monitoring Indian Economy, is correct. And that's why I said I'll put you out of your agony. Don't feel bad that you missed it by little. None of those words were there. Nobody gets points. The last question will go back to Team B. It was your direct, right? This is your question. Vidya Viniyogad Vikas, which means development through application of knowledge, is the motto of which very, very famous educational institute, which has got a lot to do with business and other things. Team B. This is question number 5. Vidya Viniyogad Vikas, development through application of knowledge. Even if you don't know, close your eyes, take the best possible logical guess you can think of.
Bharatiya Vidyapit.
Not Bharatiya Vidyapit, which is not your institute, right? Okay, thank God. Passes to A. Quickly, please pass question, logical guess, if you had to guess. No? Passes to F.
Byju's.
Not Byju's. Passes to E. Byju's would be take money and run away. Just kidding. Team E, pass question. Not Kansas. Next time, please answer into the mic. Team D.
IIM.
There are so many of them.
IIM Bangalore.
IIM Bengaluru. Team C.
IIM Ahmedabad.
Is correct. IIM Ahmedabad is correct. Vidya Viniyogad Vikas. This is, of course, the very famous Siddhi Jali, which is part of the logo. And Vidya Viniyogad Vikas. That's why I said, close your eyes, take the wildest possible logical guess you can think of. 20 points to Team C, Balaji Institute. The last question, look at how the luck of the draw is. Team B, your question. Information revolution, happiness for everyone is the logo, or is the, not the logo, is the tagline of an Asian financial giant whose logo representing equality is made up of an equal to sign. Team B. And this is one of the most famous Asian financial giants ever into the field of banking, investments, etc., etc. Team B. Their logo representing equality is a grey equal to sign. Team B. And I'm not even asking if teams are blocking a clue because there will be so many teams blocking a clue. Team B.
Asian Development Bank.
Not the ADB. Team A. Quickly. Passes to F.
Pass.
Passes to E. Passes to D. And the team which I felt would block a clue. Team C.
In shorts.
Not in shorts. In shorts is not an Asian financial giant, right? In shorts is the news website you're talking about, right? Somebody raised a hand there. The lady in the grey blazer? No. Let's go to the lady in the black blazer near the camera. Yes, you. Yep. Into the mic. Your name, college name and answer.
My name is Manashwi. I'm from Darshan Institute of Management at Darshan University, Rajkot. Answer is SoftBank Group.
Give her an NISM mug. This is SoftBank. That, of course, is one of their new marketing campaigns. Information revolution, happiness for everyone. Nicely enough, the last question got an audience prize. So we can show you the scores immediately. Lovely. One team which is edging near a century. 90 to team A, 75 to team C, 55 to B, then we have 40, 35 and 15. Very closely clustered. Yes. Which team D? Okay. Can you please check for team D? They had a 20-pointer in the, which slogan was that? It would be a 20-pointer would mean it was the slogan round, right? Tagline quotation. Which one did you give? Raghuram Rajan was the one? 20 points for Raghuram Rajan. Team D for Delta. Alright? No worries. In the next iteration you will see. So basically team D is at 35. Cool. So we have two teams on 35. Thank you so much. This is what I meant by keeping us on our toes as well. 35 to you. Let me remind you while the slide gets updated. The top two teams qualify directly. But if your team's 3 or 4, please don't stop trying and keep trying till the very end, because once the top 8 teams are finalized, which is the 2 winners from each semi-final, we still need 2 more teams because we are taking 10 to the national finals. And when we look at teams 9 and 10, the teams which score the highest out of the remaining 16 teams will go through. So please make sure you keep trying till the very end. Of course, for the winners of the semi-finals, out of the 8 of you, the top 3 scores across all 4 semi-finals will win cash prizes at the region here. 40,000 amongst the 2 members for the first team, 30,000 for the second and 20,000 for the third. So lots to play for. Let's go into the last round, round number 5. 12 questions divided into 2 parts. The first part is the easygoing part in which there are no buzzers. We will begin with team A and go clockwise. 30 seconds thinking time on the direct, rest don't think. Plus 25 if you get it right, no negatives if you get it wrong. The last 6 questions are on the buzzer. I'll tell you the rules for those before question number 7. Do we get a hint? Yes, provided nobody blocks it, right? And since you are the team which is the most shaitan blocking all the hints, you should not be asking these questions, right? But yes, hints on offer provided nobody blocks it. If all the teams are ready, we will begin with team A. Here's your question. Which Indian state is the leading producer of copper with major copper mines like those in Malanjkhand, making it a key contributor to India's copper output, which is widely used both in the electrical and industrial sectors? Team A. Shh.
Sir, we are wild guess it is Jharkhand.
Nice guess, but no. Team B.
Madhya Pradesh.
Plus 25. Madhya Pradesh is correct. India's largest copper producer. Again, audience, remind me to ask you a question about copper when we come to one of the audience questions. What was the earlier one that I told you to ask me about? Ashneer Grover. Perfect. So Ashneer Grover and copper. 25 points to team B. Team C gets the next. The IBEX 35 is the benchmark stock market index of which European country? Anybody blocking a clue? All right. 2 clues or 1 clue first. This country's, the flag of this country is prominently red and yellow. All right? Or go ahead, team C.
Spain.
Because Spain is only red and yellow. 25 points. Very, very nice. The Ibex, Spain is also called, the region is also called Iberia, which is why it's called the Ibex as well. 25 points to team C. I would have given a Rafa Nadal clue, but that would have been a little too easy, right? 25 points to team C. Team D gets the next. Started as an online-only column and named after a tree where early Wall Street traders gathered. Which opinion column in the Economist magazine or newspaper, depending on what you call it, was made available in print in 2006, and since 2018, John O'Sullivan has been the writer in charge of this column. Team D, any of the teams objecting to a clue? The name of this column is also in the name of a very famous agreement, which has everything to do with Wall Street. So it's essentially a tree, the name of the tree, and it has got a word in it, which is what a tree is made up of. Team D. It's one part of that word is what a tree is made up of. Team D. You got the Spain question, right? So team D. Yeah. 10 seconds. No? You don't want to guess what a tree is made up of? No. Passes to E. Passes to F, comes back to A, St. Francis.
We are thinking of Bretton Woods.
Bretton Woods passes to B. They said Bretton Woods, right? Passes to B. Because of the Bretton Woods agreement. I was talking about something else. But nice guess. Team B.
Bretton Woods.
Bretton Woods passes to C. Nobody reads The Economist?
Pass.
All right, pass. Anybody in the audience? Okay, let's go to the lady in the white top. Yes. What you said was where I was trying to push everybody, but it's slightly different. Your name, college name, and the answer.
So my name is Pragati Randhad. I am representing Sri Balaji University, Pune, and the name is Battlefield.
No. Let's go to the lady in the light green top, if my eyesight serves me right. Yes.
I'm Vidisha Sukai. I'm from IIT Jodhpur. The answer is Buttonwood.
Buttonwood is correct. The Buttonwood gathering is what I was referring to, and of course, the Bretton Woods agreement is what caused the IMF and the World Bank to come into existence as well. Nobody gets points. Give her a mug. Yes, it's a beautiful answer. So many people tried, and let's go on back to Team D with the next question. India is responsible for over 75% of the imports to this country, and 90% of that country's entire production of anything is exported to India. Which neighboring country is this, which is so tightly locked with India, even in other fields like defense and cooperation as well? Team D. This is huge, right? You don't have one single country which, yeah, no worry, I'm just talking to the audience. So, no single country which has 75% of the imports, their entire imports, 3/4 come from India, and 9/10 of their entire output of everything goes into India. Team D. Don't worry, I was not giving any more clues than what is in the, which neighboring country? Team D. Team E, please hold on, it's for them. Yeah.
Afghanistan?
Afghanistan, no. Afghanistan exports of cricket players to us maybe, but no. Team E. I love the Afghanis, by the way they play cricket, hats off, but that's a discussion for another day. Team E. China? No. If 90% of Chinese exports come into us, we have a problem. Team F.
Bangladesh?
Not Bangladesh. Team A. Bangladesh does send a lot of Bangladeshis into India, and they end up becoming Aadhaar holding citizens, but Team A, yes. Past question, can't give you time.
Sri Lanka?
Passes to B.
Bhutan.
Bhutan will get you 25. Very, very nice. Over $1 billion worth of trade in financial year 2022-23. 25 points to Team B for Bombay. And the fifth question, which is 2 questions to go before the buzzers, to Team C. Which South American trade bloc aims to promote free trade and fluid movement of goods between Argentina, Brazil, Paraguay and Uruguay? I'm looking for a 8-letter acronym or abbreviation. And how that abbreviation comes around? In English, it's essentially free trade or free trade between the South is what it stands for in English. In Spanish, it stands for Mercanto del Sur, which is mercanto is trade or mercantilism. Sur is south in Spanish. Which trade block? 8-letter abbreviation. Team C. You can actually work this out from whatever I have said. Go ahead.
OPEC.
Not OPEC, that's just half of 8 letters, right? 4 letters. Passes to D. Passing to E. Going across to F. Coming back to A.
Merck FTA.
Merck FTA. Nice guessing. Passing to B.
Bilateral.
Not bilateral. It was your question, Team C. Going to the audience, let's go to the gentleman in the blue shirt. Yes, in front of the camera. Mercanto and del Sur.
Good morning. My name is Sarkhej and I am representing Sunshine Group of Institute, Rajkot, and my more courage.
Sorry? Okay, give the mic to the...
More courage.
No, passing to the mic. Yeah. Your name, college name and answer. Oh, you're looking into the phone and telling me. Awesome.
So my name is Shubha. I'm from Takshila Business School.
Okay.
Mercosur.
Mercosur is correct. Please give him a chocolate. Mercosur is correct. This is Mercanto and del Sur, which is free trade of the South. Okay. At least he's honest, right? Okay, let me look and then I'll close. This was a question. Did anybody get the previous question? Bhutan somebody got. This was a question for Team C. So the next question comes back to you. Question number 6 and then we hit the buzzers. On 23rd April 1992, journalist Sucheta Dalal. Previous question was for you, so then it is for you. No worries. I thought it was for them. I think that's why I went to them first for the pass. Who answered Bhutan? You answered Bhutan. So it's them. I was right. I know I am 47 years old. Don't confuse me, yaar. Young people these days, no? Team C. No, I do go wrong sometimes, but then when this happens, I was like, what just happened early in the day? Team C. On 23rd April 1992, journalist Sucheta Dalal, who you would have been more famously acquainted with recently because of Scam 1992, journalist Sucheta Dalal exposed the 5,000 crore rupee Harshad Mehta security scam in the Times of India, where she used to work. What other key institutional development in India took place in the same month, April 1992? Team C. Shh.
Anti-money laundering.
Anti-money laundering what? The act got passed. Passing to D. You want to kick yourself for missing this question. Team D.
SEBI.
SEBI what?
Security Exchange Board of India.
Very, very nice. 25. The Securities and Exchange Board of India Act 1992. April 1992 was when it was. Some say that it was very, very fitting that that thing happened, and then of course we clamped down on such practices. 25 to Team D for Delta. And since we had a couple of audience questions, we will quickly go into the buzzers. We have about 5 minutes to finish if I'm not mistaken. Great. Fingers on your buzzers. 2 strikes, just like jumbled words, but the stakes are higher. Plus 25, minus 25 on the first. Plus 15, minus 15 on the next. These questions are not like jumbled words. They are slightly long, but you can buzz whenever you want. Until somebody buzzes, I will keep on reading out the question. At that end, if nobody buzzes, I'll keep on making it easier and easier with clues. Nobody can block clues, because if you're blocking clues, you should be buzzing, right? I'll keep on throwing out clues until it becomes easier and easier and somebody buzzes. Audience, same rules. If they don't get it, it comes to you. So please stay quiet for about 5 minutes more. Fingers on your buzzers, all teams. Before the question comes up, I'm going to give you some sort of an idea of what answer I expect, so that you don't go wrong before reading the question. The answer for this question is the name of a very famous stock market index. One of the most famous global stock market indices. Right? Question coming up now. The Nihon Keizai Shimbun is the world's largest business newspaper with an estimated daily circulation of more than 1.73 million copies. Buzzing team E into the mic, please, into the mic. Nikkei will get you 25. This is the Nikkei 225. 25 points to team E for echo. Let me reset the buzzers. They begin with a bang. I am looking for this question number 2. The answer that I want is one word. It's a word used in economics and when it comes to a country and other markets. It is a made up word by combining 2 words. If nobody buzzes, I might give further clues. But it's one word used very commonly when it comes to talking about a country and certain things that happen in its economy. But it's not a normal English word. It is a word made up by combining 2 other words. Right? Question coming up now. What is the name of the economic phenomenon where a country experiences high inflation combined with high unemployment and weak demand? This is a buzz from B.
Stagflation.
25. Nicely answered. This is stagflation combining stagnancy and inflation. Very, very nice. Team B for Bombay gets 25. 2 questions done. Let's go into question number 3. Question number 3 is something that deals with both commodities and geography. I'm looking for the name of a geographical feature, a water body. I'm looking for the name of a water body. Okay, let's take a look at the question. Which sea, bordered by Russia, Iran, Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan and Turkmenistan, holds the world's largest proven reserves of natural gas? And can you buzz? And again, I can't see a buzz. Whoever wants to buzz should buzz now. Wait. Go for it. All right. Team E into the mic.
Red Sea.
Not the Red Sea. Only E has buzzed. And since they have buzzed, I cannot give out more clues because it would be unfair to them because they already have a negative. Minus 25 to team E, who picked up a plus 25 earlier, right? Buzzing closes in 3, 2, and 1. Audience, shout out. Caspian Sea is correct. This is the Caspian Sea. Irrespective of what its name suggests, the Caspian Sea is actually an inland lake. Just it is called a sea. No points to anyone. And minus 25 to team E. Let's take the last look at the scores before the last 3 questions. Beautiful. It tells you the quality of the teams on stage when 2 teams already have a century, 1 team knocking on the doors of the 100 with 90, setting it up for a very nice battle, 90, 105, 100, 60, 65 and 35 in that order. Let's move quickly back to the last 3 questions. Teams, fingers on your buzzers. I'm looking for the name of a person. Your answer should be the name of a person. And which country the person belongs to is there in the question, so I'm not telling you right now. Right? Question coming up now. Which Australian legend moved from their original career to a successful career in stockbroking and professional company directorship, spanning nearly 50 years after he retired from his original very famous career? And it began after he moved to Adelaide in 1935. This is one of the most legendary Australians that we all know of. A sports person associated famously with the number 99.94. 99.94 was his test batting average. And if he had not been bowled out for team D, who am I talking about?
Don Bradman.
Plus 25. Don Bradman is correct. Don Bradman moved to become a stockbroker. So there is hope for all of us, right? If a cricket legend becomes a stockbroker, we can aim to be one as well. Plus 25 to team D for Delta. Don Bradman it is. And interestingly enough, in Australia, when you are naming a company, such is the respect that they have for Don Bradman. When you are naming a company, you cannot name it after Don Bradman, because no matter what you are doing, the people will trust you blindly, thinking that it is associated with Don Bradman. So Don Bradman is one of the names that is banned from the list of available names when you are forming a company in Australia. 25 good points to team D. Let's move on to question number 11. Your answer should be the name of a country. Alright, question coming up now. The Saron, nothing to do with Lord of the Rings. The Saron is a daily secured overnight reference rate based on the repo market of which country? The ON stands for overnight, if I remember correctly. The R stands for rate. I am looking for a country. There is a buzz from D.
South Africa.
That's a minus 25, unfortunately, for South Africa. Anybody buzzing? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Buzz is closed. Yes. Shout out. We'll come to the prizes later. Not Saudi Arabia. Yes. Please give Kalash a chocolate and we will move on. This is Switzerland. The Swiss average rate overnight. If nobody would have said anything, I would have given you the A, which was average, but they went for South Africa and Saudi Arabia. Saron. So nobody gets plus points. Yes. Team D picked up a negative 25. Right. The last question of this semi-final coming up on your screens. I am looking for a 2-word answer. Very important. Your answer has to have 2 words. So be very careful, right? Both words need to be correct. Question coming up now. Which Indian tax, be very careful, which Indian tax typically paid by the buyer is calculated as a percentage of the property's market value and is mandatory for legally validating the property transaction? In spite of the fact that it is called a tax, it does not have the word tax in its name. It has a synonym for tax in its name. Team A. Stamp duty will get them 25. Very, very nice. This is stamp duty. Duty, of course, another word synonym for tax. That brings us to the end of round 5. If the first semi-final was this much fun, you can only imagine how much fun we are going to have in the 3 semi-finals to follow. Let's show you the scores. Remember, the first 2 teams go through directly. The third team, if they are high enough, for sure, Dhoni fans. Everything in the last ball, right? We will begin with the last place team and move upwards. Team F on 35. Give them a round of applause. ISMT campus Jaipur. Marwadi University Rajkot on 60. Please give them a round of applause. 65 to Ahmedabad University Ahmedabad. 3 teams with a century. How many times in a quiz do you score 100 points and you still have to wait for the end of the day to find out whether you will come to Mumbai? But beautiful quizzing. Balaji Institute Pune with 100. The home team going through 105 to Nirma University Ahmedabad. And winning this with the very last ball 6, as we call it, 115 to St. Francis IMR Mumbai. Congratulations. I will see all of you throughout the day. I hope you win some audience prizes as well. You can carry on down.